Hi guys, I'm going to do a quick review on the Olight M2R Warrior. Now, I've had this light for about over a year, maybe a year and a half, and I've been testing it and putting it through its paces, and I've got to say it's a really good quality light. Now, I think it's 5 inches long, and I think the diameter is 23 centimeters, I believe. So you've got a normal button which turns it on, and it goes into moonlight mode. Now you can press and it turns it off. You can press it, keep it pressed in, and it goes off. And now, as you can see, it's gone into lock mode. If you can see that red light. And to get it out of lock mode, all you do is you'll press it again and hold it in, and then it stays into moonlight mode. Yeah, you turn it back on, gone into moonlight mode, which is 1 lumen, which equals 25 days of constant light on a full charge. Now you can press it once to turn it off, press it again, back onto moonlight mode, and then you can then cycle onto low just by giving it a press in for about a second. And low is on 15 lumens, which is equivalent to 70 hours. So that light will stay on at that brightness for 70 hours. Medium 2 is 60 lumens, which is 20 hours. Medium 1 is 250 lumens, which stays on for 6 hours and 15 minutes approximately. And then you've got high, which is 700 lumens, and that stays on for 2 hours. You've got turbo mode, which if you double press goes on to 1000 lumens, which I think lasts for 120 minutes. That's 1000 lumens. Double tap again, and that's 1500 lumens, and that stays on for 3 minutes, and it will automatically drop down to 1000 lumens. So I'll turn it off again. That's 1000 lumens. That's 1500. I'm going to take it out and do a proper test and then show you the difference. It has this little clip, as you can see, which is a belt clip. You can also put it on a baseball cap. It can be removed from this side. Let me just take that off. See, it's quite well fixed on. I don't know if you can see on here. It's got a little ring clip, and essentially you can take it off and put it there. I don't really want to take it off for this purpose, but I'm just saying that you can take it off and then swap it over to the back, and it's been milled, as you can see, flat on some of the side edges. So I think that's to prevent rolling. That's what I think it's there for. I might be mistaken. Now, on the tail, sorry, another thing I forgot to mention is if you press it 3 times, like on here, it goes into strobe mode. Sorry for the viewers who are not liking strobe, but yeah, that's what it does. And I'm going to take it out and show you a proper test of this. But on the tail cap, what you can also do is this is magnetic, and this is your charger, which you plug into the wall socket or any kind of USB slot that's going to give you power. And one thing that I really like about this is the fact that it's got a magnetic charge. Little plastic indicator there, and that then flashes from red to green when it's on fully charged. So there's your charge thing. And also it's got a beveled edge here. Not entirely sure what that's for. I think obviously the tactical point of view is it's good for hitting against people if you need that. I've never felt or seen a torch as solid as this. It's completely waterproof, and I think it's up to 2 meters, something like that. I've seen videos where people have put this in a bowl of water and then put that bowl of water in the freezer and froze it whilst it's switched on, and come back to it a day later and the thing's still running, it's still switched on, and it's completely frozen. I've seen people drop it into the river, drop it off a bridge, drop it off out of a window, out of a block of flats, and it's still been working immediately after. I've also seen someone drive over it a few times in a truck, and yeah, it's just solid. You're not going to break this in a hurry. And some of the accessories I bought, it comes with a case, sorry. You can open it up, slot it in, and then close it back down. It comes with some molle attachment with a buckle, which works quite well. I usually have this on my bag every day. I've just took it off to do this review. And you've also got like a D ring for if you want to attach it to some extra point on a bag, so it's just extra secure. But all in all, this torch is absolutely brilliant. Now, one other feature about this torch is on the tail switch. Well, basically, if you half press this, it goes on for a second, and if you full press, it's now on strobe, which is what I've programmed it to do. The other alternative to program it is to press the tail switch and then press the side button, and that then will lock it into turbo mode. If you want to change it back, press the tail switch, press the side switch, and then you've automatically put it back onto strobe. As you can see, do it again, half press, and then full press, goes into strobe. And that's a brilliant feature, I think. I've also got some of these little accessories, which I'll drop the camera back down to show you. Now these are traffic wand diffusers, and these are made from Olight, but they're not made for this M2R Warrior torch. The M2R Warrior diameter is about 23 centimeters, which is the same diameter as the end of these. So what I've had to do is make some kind of coupling from cloth tape that fits around that, so it's the same diameter as the torch and it fits over. I need to remake these because they're a bit old. I've been using them and they're getting a bit worn, so I need to remake these. But as you can see, it holds it, and I'll show you what it's like, the light that it gives off in a second. But yeah, you've got a white one, and just for experiment purposes, I'll do off camera. I'll put it onto turbo mode and then I'll turn it off, but you can see it then glows in the dark. The light's not switched on now, that's actually glowing. Let me just do that without the lights on. So now this is in pitch black, all lights are off, and I'll turn this on now onto full turbo. As you can see, I'll do a proper experiment with this, and now as you can see in the dark it glows. It doesn't glow for long, maybe 2-3 minutes. I don't really see the purpose of it, but it glows in the dark anyway. And then you've got a red one, which I'll put on now and show you how bright these things are. I will do a proper experiment on it and show you. And that's that one. I've just took it off and laid it back. Doesn't glow in the dark. And what I have here is lens covers. So these are from Olight. These are different colours, like red. I've got a red, blue and green, and each one is different. I think the red is good for keeping your night vision and for signalling. I think the blue is for reading maps, because all the topography lines on a map are usually written in red, and under a red light those red lines on the maps will disappear, so it's always best to read a map in blue. So I've read, and I've got one in green, which is less bright than the red, but I believe it's also better for seeing the contours of things easier on objects that's in your surrounding area. So I don't know what colour this one is, I can't remember. Yep, that's the green one. I won't do it full brightness just yet. I think this one is the red one. I will show you at full brightness, at full capacity. And the blue one. But all these little accessories are made, these are made for any torch that's got a 23 centimeter diameter on the head, and they do have a purpose. These traffic ones are great for if you break down in an emergency. You can especially use the red one. You could put that on with the strobe and it just warns other people in the area or it's coming past if you're down a country lane and it's pitch black. The amount of light that these things give off is absolutely ridiculous. It's almost blinding how much light this white one especially gives off. if you have it on full power. I wouldn't recommend having it on full power too long, because obviously you're going to drain your battery, and maybe having it on medium 1 or high, which is 250 to 700 lumens, it's still plenty bright, and people are definitely going to see it. And I'll show you now what these are like in full brightness and full capacity. So just bear with me and I'll be back. Now, as you can see, this lights up pretty much the entire length of the room, but it's very bright. See, moving it up and down, you see how much light that is in the room. And just in comparison, I'm going to turn the main light, I'm going to turn this light off and turn the main light on, so you can see the brightness level, the difference. Now, that's with the normal light on, the house light. I'm going to turn the big light off. And that's the white one. Now, I'm going to show you the red one. As you can see, quite a lot of light. Don't know how well that's coming up on video. But as you can see, it lights up the room quite well. I'll show you this outside as well, in the dark. I'm now going to put on one of the other lens caps. I don't know which colour it's going to be. We'll just have to wait for the surprise. Now this is going to be on, again, on full turbo mode, 1500 lumens. And there's the green. So you can see it's got quite a good spread, but it's not as obviously it's not as bright as the white light that comes off it on full turbo. I'll now put on the next one. I'll put that on full turbo. That's the red. You can only imagine that it's going to get dimmer as it goes through and down each lumen. You know, so if it goes from 1500 and it drops down to 1000 and then to 700, obviously it's not going to be nearly as bright as this. And now I can't remember if this is the right one. Yeah, that's the blue one. Quite a good spread again. And then this is without the blue. This is inside without any light on, lens cover on, sorry. This is just a normal light at full turbo. And that's the experiment for indoors. Let's go outside and do another experiment. This is moonlight mode. This is my back garden. You can see it's all right. That's the next one. and then we'll go up one. Up one more, and then we'll put it on 1000, and then this is 1500. Sorry, that's strobe. That's 1000, and that's 1500. And now, I don't know if you can see how far that goes. The amount of spread and throw. It's got quite a good hot spot, and it's got quite a good spread. And that's at 1500 lumens. Now I'm going to put the diffuser on, the white one, just to show you how bright it is. That's quite a lot, really. And now I'm going to go and put the red one on. There you go. Now I'm going to do the blue lens cover. That's on strobe. And that's on 1500 lumens. You can see. Yep, there's the red. Not too bright, but you can still see things. You won't have as much of a throw on this as you do with the white or the blue, and as you can see, not much. That's the green. And then you can see the throw over on the building there, over on the trees. These do work really well, in fact. I don't know if the camera's doing it any justice, but yeah. So that's that. Let's get back inside. My only gripe with this torch, as brilliant as it is, which is understandable really, having it on full power, 1500 lumens, it does get hot. It gets uncomfortably hot, but I don't think it's designed, obviously, because it goes into 1500 lumens, which is the turbo / tactical mode for 3 minutes, and then it drops down to 1000 lumens for 120 minutes, understandably, because it's going to get hot. The amount of heat that it's the amount of light that it's throwing out, sorry, and the heat that comes off that is obvious, that it's going to heat the body off, the body up quite a bit. if I wanted a bigger, brighter torch, I'd have got a bigger, brighter torch. I got this because it's so small. It's 5 inches long, and I think it's about 23 centimeters in diameter. And I love the way they've milled all this, the paint job on it, everything. It's just absolutely amazing. And with these extra accessories, these are brilliant for breakdowns and emergencies. You can always find a use for these, and these have a tactical use as well. So all in all, that's my review of the Olight M2R Warrior torch. Please give this video a like and a thumbs up, and share and do all that other good stuff for me. And I hope you subscribe for more quality content as and when I can bring that stuff out. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.